Welcome to a new episode of Wempower Podcast. We are here today with Jasmine Sayyari, founder of the New Generation Network and the mind behind Chanci AI. We are going to talk about her journey as an entrepreneur, the role of AI in shaping Gen Z careers, the importance of community and mentorship, and how inclusivity and empowerment are at the heart of preparing the next generation for the future of work. I am Ilaria Biancacci, your host. Welcome, Jasmine. It's such a pleasure to have you here on Wempower Podcast with us today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
We are here today to talk about your journey as an entrepreneur, role of AI in shaping Gen Z careers, importance of community, mentorship, and many other things that we will discover with a question down the line. As I like to start all my podcasts, we would like to start from your stories. Who is Jasmine?
Oh, okay. So, first of all, it's going to be very interesting story. So stay tuned. I know it's we'll talk about careers. I'm bored, but no, this one is different, and I made a few moves that made my family so unhappy. So stay for the drama, whoever is listening. But I had my first job when I was 14, and it was summers after school, going to my mom's office working as dental assistant. Like she's a dentist, I was helping her. So I had this dream of having my own office, working for myself. And I went to med school when I was 18, almost 18. And I graduated when I was 28, 2 years into practicing. And for the context, back then, my only dream was to become a specialist. And it was just coming from my professors attending. I was working with them in hospital. It's like I didn't have any other dreams. It was just a pathway, career pathway for anyone with certain academic performance. You are good, you're having good grades, directly you should go to medical school. And I was just like that. So I went to med school and graduated when I was 25, practiced for 2 years. And 6 months of those 2 years was during COVID. So imagine I was a frontliner, the resilience, the way I learned how to lead teams in uncertainty. But then after those 2 years, I thought, this is killing my creativity. Like I'm going nowhere. And I can have ideas and share them and just apply them because there are guidelines and you can like play with other people's health. You have a
Absolutely.
responsibility. So I was that I had a few qualities, like as I said, leading people in uncertainty, working with people from diverse backgrounds, and being extremely responsible and organized. I was trained for that for 7 years. And I decided to start my own business in e-learning sector. So I started an e-learning platform was 27, 28. It was during COVID. There was high demand for online services. In a span of 1 year, from 14 instructors, we turned to a team of 100 people working globally with us. And when I started, I didn't know anything about business. I started learning from scratch. And there was pressure from colleagues. But what are you doing? You're not practicing. You're having language classes and teaching research. And I wasn't the one even teaching those. I was the one leading teams to make everything ready for those classes. And I can remember one time my dad, he said, why are you always on your phone and you're not working? And I said, no, I'm working. People are also working. I'm paying people as salaries. And he couldn't believe that because he sent me to med school and I was trained to become a doctor. And he was like, if you can't find a job, I can go around the home, like there are hospitals, and I can ask if they need a doctor, and you can cover some shifts. I moved to Dubai, I moved to Istanbul, and then I moved to London. And after 3 years of building a startups, I finally went to business school to learn business principle. So it was amazing opportunity for me. And when I graduated, I knew that I'm going to turn everything I know and my journey into a product. In core, I believe everyone can do everything. It's just a matter of opportunity and a skill.
Mhm.
So I was like, how about I turn this to a product that give people these opportunities and a skill set? And that's how I started New Generation Network.
Interesting. I mean, to be fair, I think our parents, even my parents, might be not very happy with where I turned my career to. But also, I mean, it's quite natural as well in the sense that how we develop and as human being, interests might change. And if you have a very creative mind to set to a set of rules to stick to those, it can be quite challenging. It's just like you feel like you can't even think anymore, you can't produce anything anymore. So quite interesting to see how you actually went from something like super practical and like, I don't know, ruled by rules, to then
Yes.
create your own path. So very, very interesting. And so you launched New Generation Network.
Mhm.
Tell me a little bit more about it, and yeah, maybe what was even the light bulb, the moment where you say, "Okay, I'm gonna put this into this network, and this is what I want to achieve."
So when I moved to London, and for the context, I have a huge number of followers on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, like in total more than um, 210K on socials. And I'm very active, blogging, sharing my journey and exposing myself to the outside world and telling them, yes, anyone can do this. And I'm so proud of it. So I started inviting people to um, business and tech networking event in London. And many then approach me and ask, Jasmine, how we can do the same thing? Like how you realize that is another opportunity in another industry completely irrelevant to the work you are doing right now. And can you give us like advice or one-on-one sessions? And I was like, no, I have a team of developers. I know them through other startups I had projects we did together. I can invite them and turn this into a product. So New Generation Network is a tech company and community. We are focused on developing AI solutions for the future of work. We have our community, we are hosting people, we have creative events in London, but at the same time, we have a flagship product named Chanci AI, which is a career platform. Candidates go through a process of assessment and we get their psychology assessment, visa, nationality status, everything, and what their preferences. And we come up with employability score. So we look based on real-time labor market data. Labor market is changing all the time because of AI.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to face a lot of changes in the next 5 years. And we must be ready for that. Like there will be layoffs and hires at the same time. Numbers are big. In the next 5 years, 92 million people will lose their job because of AI. AI will destroy their jobs. But also 170 million new jobs will be in the market. So upskilling and reskilling is a big part of future of work. And Chance AI as a career platform is so focused on reskilling and upskilling. Because yes, we give people their employability score and they can see what's their chance in various industries, but also a customized roadmap to improve their score. Because no one knows. Like everyone already know that their job is in danger because of AI, and that everyone feel like confused. What we're trying to do is reducing this uncertainty around the future of work, but giving them a customized roadmap. So we are not a career platform just bombarding people with a lot of job opportunities. Like they can right now press that easy apply on LinkedIn for thousands of times, which gets them nowhere. But what they need actually is a customized roadmap to improve their skills and get ready to apply for certain jobs. And this is what we do with Chanci AI.
Super interesting. Actually, as you were saying, as you were explaining, I kind of like had an image in my mind of like, this is actually, because when you apply for a job, most of the companies, they don't even tell you why you didn't get the job. Or if they give you a feedback, it's a very generic feedback. You don't really know, okay, cool, amazing. What do I need to work on to get this job in the future? Or do you think I'm actually good for this job? Can I still like apply for it? So I think for young people, but not just young people, even people that they are looking to pivot their career, this is like what company are ghosting, recruiters are ghosting people, and Chanci AI is giving them like, actually, this is your core, but this is also what you can work on for you
Exactly.
to reach the goal, your career goal and your direction. So I don't know, I envision it like this, so for what is
Exactly.
missing in the recruitment process right now is like, okay, give me a feedback that also I can put it into an action with some clear steps for me, or a
Yes.
development plan, or training I should do, skills I should, maybe there are some skills I overlook on my CV and my experience, and that can actually take me to my next role. So quite interesting, I have to say. Very
Really.
exciting.
First time I started doing my research, deep market research, I realized how scary it could be for our next generation. Because if AI is destroying everything we know, um, a college student's dream job won't even exist when they graduate. This is so confusing.
Mhm.
So, who's on the candidate side? Who's guiding them? But at the same time, companies can't find proper candidates because they're not skilled enough for the new positions they create and they need based on new needs in the market. And I was like, something is missed in between. And if this disruption is happening because of AI, the only thing that can fix this is AI and data again. Like like someone has to look at the bigger picture and see the pattern and guide people and guide companies. So I started to learn prompt engineering. I started going to more technical meetings with my um, team. And at the beginning, it was confusing for me too, because back then it was before these projects, I was just leading everything except tech. But in New Generation Network, I'm also leading my technical team. So I'm more involved. I have to help them with prompt engineering. We have AI ML tech lead with us, but I see they want my answer because it, as the CEO, it should reflect my voice. And I'm in touch with users and also enterprise customers. So I'm more involved. I love it, but I can understand how complex it is and how scary it could be if like as a society, we should be ready for that. And humans at the moment are behind this,
Mm.
and we should upskill and reskill them as soon as possible.
You were working as a doctor,
Mhm.
and then you transition into becoming the founder of your own business, and then you you also, while doing that, you moved through 3 different countries. So I'm curious to know, what challenges did you face in building a tech company, considering that tech is still quite also a very male-dominated field. And how did you overcome these challenges? I'm pretty sure that who is listening to us today would like to gather some insights from you.
So there are few things that are important in my journey. One is I'm Iranian, and being an Iranian woman is not easy, considering I'm coming from a country that is oppressing women, and you still push forward. And I'm so proud of other Iranian women doing the same thing. But when I founded my first company, I realized it's not possible for me as a woman to scale up my business, and I stay in Iran. So I moved to Dubai and then moved to Istanbul because I prefer Istanbul's weather. Nothing, nothing deep back.
I used to live in Istanbul too.
I love
I
it.
think everyone loves it.
Yeah, there are two things about Istanbul, cats and weather, amazing city. And tax also, as a tourist, you don't, saying on touristic visa or other kind of visas, you don't have to be to pay high tax. So it's a good opportunity for foreigners to stay there and scale up their business. But then I moved to London because I realized I have to be in center of center of a bigger city like London or New York. But I preferred London for so many reasons. I preferred this city, and in general, I prefer UK to stay in. It's more welcoming for immigrant funders. And I moved here, and I'm happy I did, because everything changed so fast in US.
Yes.
And I can see it's not easy being an immigrant in US right now. And some of my friends are like, we are even scared of driving and get a traffic ticket.
Yeah.
I get deported from the country, and it's not fair. But building tech, coming from a different background, speaking with accent, and trying hard to be part of London's tech community wasn't easy. It's pretty much male dominated. I try to improve my networking skills. I try to connect with people. Other women help me a lot. They reshare their network and their resources. The first collab I had was with an Ukrainian group, Blue Lake VC. They're investors and VCs from Ukraine, and they're in UK, and they're investing on immigrant funders. But I started co-hosting events together, and they welcomed me, and they shared their network with me. It was so heartwarming. So that's why I love London, because you can find other people who are ready to share their network with you. So many amazing British women also. So not many women in tech, but the ones who are here are golden. And it's about networking. I use my LinkedIn to meet people, to introduce myself to people. And it's hard. Sometimes people just ignore you, and sometimes people don't have time for you, and you should never take it personal. You should be understanding and stay positive, and also working on your communication skills, going out, expressing your opinion. So I usually go to up to 3-4 events a week. It's tiring, but I feel like I have to represent my company, and I'm representing my team, and it worked for me. Also, there are amazing other opportunities for female founders, like Accelerate Hair. like JP Morgan's Founders Forward. There are hidden opportunities for female funders, and you should be smart and fast. So these are my tactics, very practical, nothing like I'm the one, I'm just talented and just happen. No, you should be um you should be consistent
Yeah.
with presenting yourself and going out and sharing your journey and use your socials.
Absolutely. And also I think very intentional, no? Because when you are a founder, as you say, you are the face of your company. If you don't go out there, no one else will do it because this is it's your business. You are growing it. So you need to be intentional as well with the connection you make, the people you make, but also be like make space and time for those connections to happen, because if we just sit back at home and we wait and expect that opportunities land on our lap, probably we will not be going too far away. I can see that you are a very sociable person, and networking is it's a big pillar for you as a person, but also is a very big pillar of your work, of your company.
Yes.
You mentioned before that you organize networking events. It's all about the community as well. And maybe I'm just curious to know how you go about choosing the right people to work together with this platform, and how mentorship and peer support has helped the community to progress, to move forward.
So what I try to do is I'm trying to stay engaged with my community. It's not just posting and going to events. I follow up with them. I reply to them. I'm in touch. I reply to my emails, to my direct messages, and it's a big part of it to like be at the center of the community. And we make introductions when we see a job opportunity or communities or priorities. So we put them first. And then every time I try to hire or I need volunteers, I just pick those people from my community. So like, yes, these are the opportunities. You are my priority. Please send me your CV. I would love to support you. I will write you a recommendation letter. I will introduce you to other people if you are looking for a job. Like I'm trying to nurture my community, but also I teach workshops. I like paid workshops or free workshops. I try to also educate them. And one of the best ways to stay connected with people and have their respect and have their heart is to educate them. So I usually try to educate them about the future of work, AI tools, and the skills they need to get better opportunities, especially if they are immigrants. And this is how my community is so close to me and they stay with me.
When we talk about AI and machine learning and big tech like that, I think one of the most important points that we need to cover is diversity and inclusion. And I think that's also, probably the main pain point as well when we talk about AI. So I also want to understand what's your process to make sure that the tool, Chanci AI, and also your network stays inclusive and diverse.
Yes, a good question. So it's easy to just say we are inclusive, we are not biased, but when you say that, you should look at the hires of that company. So no joke, but we have like two or three uh, mm, men in our team, and the rest are girls. And as many other female funders, as I say, when you have a female funder, they hire more women and they invest on women. I do that too. So I understand only 2% of VC investments goes to women and it's very low. So I'm trying to cover for that. And hire more women, prioritize hiring women, and also I consider this also inclusion, hiring Gen Z and trust them. And I love to hire Gen Z, not only just say my career platform is Gen Z friendly. It's because we are hiring Gen Z and we trust them and we let them be creative with whatever they want to do. So these are my measures, women and Gen Z.
I like the focus you have as well on Gen Z, because I think it's a very forgotten part of the population when it comes to opportunities. Like immediately, if you think about someone much younger than you think he does not have the experience, the knowledge, or will not be up for the work. I think this is maybe a thought process that recruiters have, but actually it's just about giving them an opportunity, because eventually we all started from somewhere. We were all junior in a role, or trying having our first job, so we all went through that. And the second part of the question is, it's more ethical on AI and diversity and inclusion.
So we have an amazing girl with us. She has a PhD in data science, and she used to work for amazing startups in San Francisco. So she's so good with data, and she's taking care of our machine learning and algorithm, how that works, and how we try to not be biased. So I put this on her hand, like she handles everything related to that to make sure we are unbiased and we stay within the guidelines that the UK government told us to follow.
Yeah. I'm even thinking about, sometimes when you apply for job opportunities, the way it's written, it's already biased. Like you will read it, you already think like, no, definitely that was not written for me, because maybe it's very masculine, the language, or it's not inclusive to, I don't know, disabilities, or I don't know, learning abilities, and anything else that is considered different. So this is a big topic when we talk about AI, how we make sure that we actually teach the machine to be inclusive. And I think it's something that probably raised the highest concern when we talk about
so true. And what matters is not just leaving the machine to learn the algorithm, because algorithm is so biased toward women, is having someone to control it and then review it, what is happening. And that you exactly mentioned what is important, because yes, the system is already biased. If we want to follow the same pattern, it's going to be a super misogynistic system to hire. And it's getting worse on the internet. You should never let AI go on itself and read the internet, because at the moment, internet is just red pill content. No, it's impossible.
If you look ahead for the future of the network and Chanci AI, what do you see?
So, business-wise, at the moment, we are offering employability score for 20 industries. I would love us to become more niche in technology sector and moving toward having that employability score for just tech industry and sub industries related to that, and being more detailed in the customized roadmap we offer to our candidates, and improve that employability score, which comes from through our job matrix. We have a weighting system and the way we analyze the data. So, and also onboarding more UK companies to our platform. At the same time, I would love it to help companies with their internal mobility, like big organizations like banks or any big organization over 1,000 employees. They can use the system to upskill and reskill their current workforce. I'm not sure if you know the numbers, but just Microsoft fired 9,000 employees, and this is part of their 15K this year.
Yeah.
And we can't throw away our current workforce. We need to reskill and upskill them. And it costs a lot for companies to hire again. So we can help them save that money. And also we can help with humans with reskilling and upskilling and keeping their job.
Mhm.
So yes, one of the goals is turn Chanci AI to a white label internal mobility career platform. Help current employees stay in their job by reskilling and upskilling them.
That sounds like a plan.
Yes, it's ambitious, but yes, that's
Ambitious,
the plan.
but needed actually. Yeah, it's I will love, maybe in a couple of years time we can record another episode and see where you are at, and if then also the goal evolved, because I mean, we don't really know what is going to happen in 2 years
Yes,
time with the speed
exactly.
of AI at the moment. So yes, ultimately, what's the goal for New Generation Network?
Um, the ultimate goal for New Generation Network is being flexible with anything new happening uh, related to future of work. And Chanci AI is just the beginning. We also have our academy. We just started, and we wanted to get bigger. Uh, we started working with 3 instructors in the UK, and we want to expand it. We want to work with UK universities, helping UK graduates find jobs, find better opportunities, and educate them in the skills they need to get hired. Everything is happening so fast. My goal also is to hire up to 300 people, creating 300 uh, jobs in the UK in the next 5 years. This is the ultimate goal, because being an entrepreneur is the best thing you can be for the society you live in.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to conclude this beautiful interview, I just want to stay on the line of advice as well. And what advice would you give to your younger self?
Well, I laugh because I was a very wild child. I enjoyed every second of it, especially between 22 to 25. And I can just say, enjoy it even more. You will learn later. It's not about being stressed about finding a job and I don't know where to go, what to do. Anything can change at any moment. We were the generation of studying with paper reference books, and turned to generation of passing COVID and using chat GPT. It wasn't even in my head when I was 18. So just enjoy the journey. To my younger self or any younger person out there, enjoy the journey and just learn on the way.
And with this, I think we can leave the audience to reflect on everything we shared today. If they want to get in touch with you, let's share some of your social handles as well, and way for Wempower community to get in touch with you and with Chancy.
Yes, I'm always on LinkedIn, Jasmine Sayyari, Sayyari. And on Instagram also, they can search Life Around Me and they can see my profile. And also they can get in touch with me if they have any idea through contact@ukengym.com.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jasmine, again for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. Amazing.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Wempower Podcast. A big thank you to Jasmine Sayyari for sharing her vision. her journey, and her passion for creating spaces where Gen Z can thrive with the support of technology, community, and mentorship. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to follow us on all social media at Wempower UK. Visit our website at www.wempower.co to discover more stories, events, and resources. And as always, remember that together we empower women. Till the next time.